we get a lot of shots of like, so we now go into this gay S&M club. And there are a lot of shots and scenes that take place in these clubs throughout the movie.
Yes.
And it took me quite a long time to realize that the movie is trying to suggest that this is like strange and exotic.
I know.
There's a lot of shots that like linger on like gay men and like dancing and stuff. And I'm just like, oh yeah, cool. It's a club. Like you've established this.
It's cool.
And then,
yeah.
But it keeps lingering and showing us stuff. And I'm just like, oh, you want me to think this is weird and bad. Oh, that's why you're spending so much time on this. No, I just thought this was just kind of normal. Like this just seems like these guys are having a good time. Like, cool, great. But it's doing the thing with gay people that the Bond movies do with Asian people, where the occasionally just like, oh, fuck, it's Japan. But now it's like, oh, fuck, it's gay.
My favorite detail in this first club scene is the like sort of long held shot of the gimp. Like they do, there's a lot of like shots of Leatherman, right? But then there's every so often Friedkin will cut back to a guy in a gimp mask and just hold there for a couple of seconds, just like, check this guy out. There's the gimp. And it's like, okay.
And? Okay.
It's just, he just kind of haunts this movie. And I'm just like...
You know when people are like, no kink at Pride? This movie's like, well, not only no kink at Pride, but also like, no kink at kink clubs. The movie thinks this is weird. It's like, where else do you want people to do this, man? Like, this is normal.
We will talk about no kink at Pride at length, I suspect. Mostly the thing is, though, and I think this is something that Devon's going to agree with me on for once in this. I experience all the bar scenes in this movie as an inadvertent documentary.
100 fucking %. Like, even with regards to like, I like the movie, even ignoring it, like just as a pure inadvertent documentary, it's wonderful. And I'll let you tell us why, because you read about it a little more than I did.
Yeah. So, I mean, add this to the list of like places you will never experience and are sad about, right? Like, you know, you will never eat off the like Hong Kong police mobile canteen. But you will also never be in the mine shaft in the meatpacking district in like 1979, right?
No.
And I feel a strong sense of like affection and relationship to this as a queer community, right?
You can go to queer clubs.
Not like this.
I know, but the thing is, right?
It's a very specific historical moment.
There's a historical moment because the first cases of AIDS in New York City were recorded about a year after this movie came out, right?
Ooh.
Irrespective of all of the other things that have made it so that leather bars like this are increasingly forced to close in the face of like Grindr or, you know, tripling rents or whatever the fuck. Like, it's not just hard to find one because of that. It's hard to find one because a lot of the people who are in this movie, because they didn't cast extras for this.
Yeah.
Because Friedkin knew the mob guy who operated all of these bars, a guy called Matty the Horse Yanello. He just like got like a camera crew in here. So these are all like people these are all regulars.
These are genuinely just like gay guys in the S&M community in 1979 in New York City. And this community specifically, and these people specifically were devastated.
Yes. Yeah.
Within the next 10 years. Like,
absolutely. And so it really is a time capsule, right?
Would you say that this film is an example of hauntology?
I absolutely would.
I don't know. I fully would. Yeah.
The
100%.
longest running bit we've had on the podcast.
Going down there now and seeing all of these buildings still there, but like stripped of any sort of gay identity. That is hauntology.
Yeah.
The meatpacking
100%.
district of New York City became an extremely gentrified and extremely fashionable neighborhood starting from the like late 1980s. Because in large part, a huge number of these people were dead or dying. It's absolutely like brutal erasure of like this time. And I think it's a tremendous disservice to this community, right? That the sort of like one of the like highest resolution, if you like, recordings of their existence and life is this, right? I think they deserved better, right? And I just, apart from anything else, all these dudes are really fucking hot.
They look great.
Oh, yeah.
They're having a great time in there too.
There's a sort of a general point here, and there's a personal point about why I dislike this movie beyond just the ideology, right? Which is that, like, I'll get into some of this later, but I'll do some of it now as well. Before I transitioned, right, before I came out as a woman, I lived for a number of years as, like, either pretending to be or as, depending on how you're, like, constructing a transgender identity, a gay man.
Al Pacino.
Yeah, it's Al Pacino, right?
Yes.
And I wore a number of very strange hats. And this film is an attempt to, it's like a cishet man's attempt to grapple with cis gay sexuality. And one of the ways it does that, one of the ways it exoticizes this, is by like really like coding men as a sexual object. That has some ramifications for the rest of the movie. It's something that I was not used to routinely doing because I have kind of like, I've lapsed out of it, right? And like feeling that again was like, I felt a sort of like huge wave of empathy apart from anything else, but also just like, these dudes look fucking amazing, right? Like
I feel an immense amount of kinship with the people that we see on screen in this movie.
Absolutely. And none of them like get lines really. They're sort of like orthogonal to the plot. They're just there to be like exoticized. But I feel about the, you know, the mine shaft or the ramrod as you do about Olive Garden, you know, and you're here, your family.